Yes, sir. What's happening? We trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. It is Sunday, but not game day. Your Cowboys done took care of business already. So, it is what it is, man. We got a special guest, Mr. HTM Sports in the building. And we finna be looking at a little of this film, man. How you doing today, Mr. HTM Sports?
Man, blessed and highly favored, man. You know your boy over here living righteous.
Yes, sir. He living like I always live myself. You know what I'm saying?
Sir,
righteous.
We're not gonna do this.
You understand?
We're not gonna do this on the
Hey,
Sunday.
you can't be rude coming over here now. You can't be rude coming over here. You gotta be nice.
You were rude just lying five minutes in.
Let's do it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to Mr. Joe Tranchino, Desmond Iron Man, the members. Shout out to Michael Lockhart, Miss Regina Green with the green, James Simmons, Kelvin Hicks, Elder Lockhart. You understand? We in the building with it, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We in the building. And you know, first and foremost, we gotta make sure these haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do. And you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jumping around the corner now. Hey, we got HTM Sports in the building. Let's get it. Yeah. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's get it.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Hey.
Ain't no looking back, came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate.
We got
that what make
HTM
them hate.
Sports in the building.
Cause we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's get it.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high, used to ride knockout, but it's real now. Real fly, bitch, I probably average your career high. Nigga one day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we hollin' f*** a deal now. Yeah, long little CEO, CIP the dollar. Nigga took my brother, that and made me go harder. They
Let's
turned
go.
me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run up them comma. The summer, run up them numbers, yeah. I know that they hate the way it ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. All this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey, ain't no looking back, we came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but
We just trapping on a Sunday. Hey, the liquor store open on Sundays, you know what I'm saying, in certain places, HTM, you know that?
That what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey,
This a special edition liquor store trap connection, you know what I'm saying? Special edition liquor store trap association, you understand me? Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching us through a phone, but I promise you, we drunk trapping on a Sunday.
trap.
Yes, sir. You know, it's always a big vibe when the liquor store and the trap. You know, you gotta have a liquor store across the street from the trap, you know what I'm saying? Like some of us country people cross the streets, you understand? Streets. We put a K in street. I think it's always them ST words that be giving us problems. What you think about it, Mr. ST?
Trap.
Cross the street, you understand? Shout out to Columbus Hill, man. Go ahead.
Salute to Columbus Hill, Kelvin Hicks, Carl Main came in hot. He said, "Roll Tide."
Yes, sir. Roll Tide, man. Do I need to make my case before we get too deep into this, man? And I just leave it alone.
Listen, I think they're gonna make the announcement at 12. So you ain't got that much time to make your case. You might as
Hey,
well go
let me
ahead
go and
and
make my
get
case
it out the
real
way.
quick, man. Let me go and make my case real quick. Okay, listen. All right. The committee has always discounted early losses. We lost the second game of the year to Texas by 10 points. Okay, I understand that. But how you gonna credit Texas for beating Bama, but you won't discredit Texas for losing to a two loss team? Why you want to do that?
Trap.
Make me understand this. And then now, when you take this into consideration, Alabama done won 11 straight games, and we beat the #1 football team in the world. Not only they trying to discredit us, trying to say, oh, Georgia's struggling, so it don't really matter. Like, no, Georgia done won 30 straight games. Them boys back-to-back champs. We just beat them boys, and they ain't lost in almost 2 years. Put some respect on us, man. Put some respect on our
Trap.
Them boys ain't lost a game in 2 years, and they won back-to-back championships, and we went in there and beat them boys for the SEC championship. We done won 11 games straight. I don't see how you can keep Bama out just because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Don't have SEC voters fatigue. Do not do that. Let us in that door. Y'all know we deserve to be there, and y'all know we one of the top 4 teams in the league. I ain't saying we #1, but we damn sure ain't #5. Put some respect on us, man.
Trap.
Okay, now we can leave college alone and get back to the NFL. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off. I just had to get that off.
Hey, I understand, man. I understand. Listen, I didn't expect y'all to win, so kudos. I can't get the damn word out. Kudos to that, man. Kudos to that.
It's so hard.
Y'all beating Georgia.
It's so hard for an Arkansas dude to give a Bama guy credit. Look at him. He couldn't even pronounce it, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot what word was being used.
He didn't even want to say. It's so hard for him to give us congratulations. He couldn't even pronounce it. Good grief. But man,
I can't get that shit out.
It was stubborn. But all I'm saying is, man, yeah, they already know that we deserve to be there, bro. I don't want to hear all of this, man. We lost in the second game, bro, and they trying to give Texas like they just, you know what I'm saying? That was game 2. We still had questions at quarterback and everything. Like, they know that their win is not as legitimate as they trying to make it out to be. They know it's not as legitimate. Now, I'm not discrediting them for winning, but don't act like that should give them the nod over us. Like, it did take this into consideration, and I'm done. Our loss is better than Texas' loss, and then all our wins is better than they wins. How about that? That's all I'm saying. Our loss is better than they lost because we lost to them, which they trying to make a case that they a great team. Who they lost to again? Who Texas lost to? They lost to a 2 or 3 loss team.
Oklahoma. But hey, this the thing though. I sent you the thing earlier about the principals. Like they might keep Florida State out due to the quarterback injuries. Right, because that's already in their principles and guidelines. That is one thing: injuries or unavailability of coaches and players that would substantially hinder the competitiveness of the postseason is already in there. It's already written out in their key principles. Mm-hmm. So they may actually screw over Florida State instead of keeping the SEC out. Now, you know that my opinion is there should be more than 4 teams in the damn college playoff any goddamn way.
It should be more. It was already hard to begin with.
Yeah. So like now that you got most of the best teams in college got at least one loss. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they expect to do. How you get around it? So my opinion, it should be 8 teams, and you just go from there.
At least 6. Maybe we start at 8. Maybe we start at 4 and then grow it to 6. See how that works. Then go to 8 if it's necessary. What you think about that? I think that'll be fair.
Anything is better than 4.
Anything is better than 4 at this point. Like no lie. But okay. Maybe we talk about the other topics before we get into the film, or do you want to do that later? What you want? How you think we should do it? What y'all want to do, fans? What y'all want to do?
Hey, you the one in the control of the trap, man. I'm just here. I'm good for you.
Okay, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk about this op versus op? Y'all already know who we was talking about. Or do y'all want to get into some of the things that we seen on film that we want to discuss? Which one y'all? Which order of operations y'all want to operate in? Because
man, F it. Let's go ahead and talk about op versus op and get this out the way.
Go on, get them out the way. Get them their 5 minutes of fame. Let's do it.
All right, so fuck Philadelphia, fuck San Fran. That's it. All right, you ready for the next? You ready for the?
Hey,
but nah,
I love it.
But realistically though, man, because I ain't gonna take too long on this. We know that we need the 49ers to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. We know why, because there's a better chance of the Cowboys catching Philadelphia and moving into the top 4 seeds than it is actually for the 49ers to lose enough games to end up being a wild card team. Because they already got the head-to-head against us.
Yeah.
So it's actually more probable the Dallas Cowboys winning the division, the NFC East, than it is for the 49ers to fall off and end up being a wild card team in the playoffs.
In their division, yeah.
In their division. Listen, we just beat their biggest competition in their division.
Yeah.
We just beat the Seattle Seahawks. There's nobody else close to them in their division. And we by beating the Seattle Seahawks dropped them to 6-6. Right, we dropped the Seattle Seahawks to the 7th seed. So no, there's really not anything in it for us.
If San Francisco lose,
yeah. Like I prefer for the San Francisco 49ers to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, give them their second loss. We go out there next week, beat them, drop them down to the same record as the Dallas Cowboys, and then we handle our business and we hope that they slip up the rest of the way.
Fair.
Now we have a much harder schedule than the Eagles, but we still go to Miami. We still go to Buffalo. We still welcome in Detroit, and we still go to the Commanders after we play the Eagles. So our last 4 games are significantly harder than the Philadelphia Eagles, right? They're significantly harder because the Eagles got the Giants twice. They got the Commanders, and I don't know who else they got.
No, they played the Commanders already. They played the Commanders twice already.
The Cardinals. That's what I meant. They got the Cardinals. So they got the Giants twice, the Cardinals, and I don't really know they uttered their 4th game. Either way, they are going to be favored in all their damn games after they play us, and we might not even be favored because we play 3 playoff teams after this.
On the road, most of them too.
Yeah, 2 of them on the road. We play 3 playoff teams after we play the Eagles. We play Detroit at home, and then we go to Miami. We go to Buffalo. And then for us, we still go to the Commanders.
Yeah. So you pretty much hit most of the talking points that I agree with. You know, of course, we need the 49ers to win. We don't want to see we need the Eagles to keep, have a couple of hiccups down the stretch. It's still possible, you know what I'm saying? They still got to play Seattle, I believe, too. So they got to play Seattle still.
They go to Seattle. They play the Giants twice, and then they play Arizona.
Yeah, so now we need what's the biggest factor of it is, like we said, we need the Niners to beat them, and then of course we got to handle business next week against them at home, and I expect nothing less than that. Like some of our fans may not be too confident in it, but I feel very good about us beating them at home. A good team supposed to win at home, and we gave them everything they can handle on the road. So we'll see how it work out. I'm betting with my boys on that game. I feel like we'll split and maybe be able to take over this number 1 seed, man. It's possible. And even though the Giants are the Giants, wouldn't it be so great if the Giants could look out for us, man? Wouldn't it be so great?
Hey, stranger things have happened.
They have. We done seen it, bro. We done seen it, and that's a division game that you can't just sleep on. Like, and Danny DeVito was over there balling. Who he just beat Washington. You know what I'm saying?
He won his last 2 games actually. So he beat the Commanders and he beat the Patriots. So listen, they're not tanking. They done won 4 games. They're out of the hunt for one of those top draft picks. So if I'm the Giants, I'm just trying to keep winning games, keep trying to build morale, see what I got, who's going to be part of this franchise as I go through this rebuild. And I'm just trying to build positive momentum about the New York Giants, because tanking at this point doesn't do me no good. I already done messed that up.
So like you said, you ain't gonna get no premier draft spots no more, not to be able to get to a quarterback like Caleb Williams or nobody. So hey, you might as well go on keep winning. What would be better than for a rival to do than to ruin a season of an op? You know what I'm saying? Pass the Giants a lighter, man. Pass the Giants a lighter.
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter. I'm trying to smoke me out.
I know it's sad that we gotta root for other people, but this is the the results that happen when you don't take care of business early in the year. That Cardinals loss is really hunting us right now. Because think about it. If we would have took care of business against Arizona, all we'll need is the Eagles to lose today. That's it. And we'll be able to take over the whole division. Because with a win next week, we'll just be over them. So if we would have took care of business in Arizona, man, we would have been straight. So it is what it is. Now we got to play catch up just like last year. But I feel like we could possibly be able to get them this year, man. It's possible.
Well, I'm going to say this, man. In the good book, they say the penalty for sin is death. And it was a sin to go out there and lose to the Arizona Cardinals in the desert. So you know what? If we got to be stuck playing being the 5 seed because we didn't handle business early on, it is what it is, right? Because we can't sit here and bitch complain about it at this point. When I hate the Eagles, but they went out there and they've handled business in every game except against the New York Jets. So you know what I'm saying? I can't even sit here and be upset if they still hold on and win the division, even if I feel like we're the better team. We were the ones that got too cute, got too conservative in a game that we had no business in being a dogfight in, and we messed around and lost. So if you got to take this show on the road, I trust Mike McCarthy to do it because people be forgetting when he won his Super Bowl, they were a wild card team. The Chicago Bears won the NFC North when he won his Super Bowl. Right, that when that boy Cutler was over there, they were like a 12-5 team or some shit like a 12-4 team or something like that, and the Packers got in as a 10-win wild card team. Went on the road, went on a run, won a Super Bowl. So if anybody can take us from a wild card spot to a Super Bowl win, it's Mike McCarthy. And come on now. We would play the winner of the NFC South. We would either play the Saints in a dome or we would play the Falcons, in a stadium. Either way, it's conducive to us to go down there, have this high flying passing attack going full throttle and come out there with a win. Because we'll be favored in either one of those matchups. Because neither one of the boys are good.
I really think that is a nice alternative situation right there, to be honest. We don't want to be number 5. We would like to get to the number 1 seed and find a way to get a home game. But at the same time, bro, that number 5 spot is looking very, very nice right now. And then, like, the Cowboys, we done did everything. We done been the number 1 seed. We done been the number 2 seed. We done been all this different stuff. And none of it resulted in the way we wanted it to. So now, hey, I'm almost at the point like, I don't care where we at. Just try something. Let's try another combination. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I might like the 5 seed and see what happens from the 5 seed because, I don't want my team to get complacent. I don't want us to get comfortable. I feel like us being in that type of situation, we'll have a good prep game playing Atlanta or the Saints. We'll beat the crap out of them, and then we'll be ready to move on to a more formidable opponent. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in the South is getting dominated by the Cowboys. Anybody in the South. That's not even a real game, in my opinion. We
saw what happened last year, right?
Yeah, anybody in the South is getting whooped around. So once we make it to the second divisional game, I feel good about it. Try your chances on the road. Like you said, Mike McCarthy been here and done that. He won a ring like that. So let's see what happens. Maybe he got some more magic like that up under his belt. So we'll have to see, man. I'm about done. We done did almost every scenario. So I don't really care. I just want to be in the playoffs and beat whoever line up in front of us. I don't care if it's in the parking lot in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's out here in Alabama. Just beat whoever line up against you when it's time to. That's what I want to see from my squad. So it looked like we a much better team at home. That's why you want to kind of get one of those. But if you can't, it is what it is. You got to handle business wherever yet. So,
fact. And listen, we already won a road playoff game.
Yeah.
Under Mike McCarthy, we've won a road playoff game. So I'm not concerned. And hey, I want to throw this out there, man, for the folks that have been talking reckless about Mike McCarthy. From 2010 to 2020, the Dallas Cowboys made the playoffs only 3 times. Mike McCarthy's going to make his third consecutive playoff appearance in the last 3 years.
Wait a minute,
right?
man. Wait a minute. That deserve a trap. Like
Trap.
that deserve a trap right
Trap.
That might deserve a him
It's
too.
me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Please continue, sir. Please continue.
Like for real, and people, that's one of the main things people forget. If you don't have a bunch of opportunities at going back to the playoffs and building momentum, you can't win no damn Super Bowl, right? That, under the old regime before Mike McCarthy got here, you only went 3 times in a damn decade. So how the fuck? I mean, excuse my language.
No, go on, get it off. Go on, get it off. You already did it. Go on, get it off. Let's do it.
Hey, it's too late. We ain't finna spin the block on that one. I'm gonna try to be a little bit better on the Lord's Day. But my point being, like, you can't win the Super Bowl if you go every other year. If there's 4 years in between the last time you went to a damn playoff game, you're not going to win a Super Bowl, because you have to go. You have to go in and go on a run at that very specific time. Because odds are you're not going to go back next year and build on what you just did last year, right? But we seen Mike McCarthy go from winning. We won 12 games, went to the playoffs, lost. Last year we won 12 games.
Wait a minute. Is this the real one? Is this the real
What's
one?
up?
Hold on.
What's going on?
They saying Alabama number 4. I ain't sure. I just got a notification from ESPN. They've been on some other stuff.
They say it's live now. Let me see.
Is it true? Let's see. We're in. Alabama just posted. Alabama football just said we're in. So we're in. Shout out to the Crimson Tide.
Trap.
Alabama is number 4 and we in now. Hey, I know them haters wanted to see us down. They said that the rain was over. They said Saban was dead. But we back, mother. We back. And we back. Let's do it. Hey, that's right, man.
But what I say,
he right.
They left that Florida State though, right?
Way to go. That's who should be left out. That's who should be left out, because they don't even got their quarterback, man. They would have went up there and got smoked. Yeah, Georgia out. It's kind of tough. Like, that's why I said, look, I ain't even going to cap. If Bama would have been left out, I would have been mad that Georgia got left out. Them boys been number 1 the whole year. Know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been mad if they got left out too. At least both of us getting left out. That's crazy talk. So now, Bama and Texas rematch. Let's do it, Texas. Let's do it, Texas. Bama and Texas rematch. Let's do it, Texas. And I'm telling you, I don't think y'all want to see us no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think y'all want to see us right now. I don't think you want to see us right now. But we finna see, let the best team win.
Y'all finna go play Michigan. So y'all finna play the best team first. So we'll see if y'all deserve to be there.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Man, Michigan know
That's neat.
Michigan know what's happening, man. Michigan know what's happening.
I like this
Michigan
matchup,
know
though.
what's happening, man. We finna
I like this matchup. Washington against Texas. Michigan against Bama. Let's see. I like it. Mr. Richburg, what's up with you, man? I see you, my boy.
I don't think they want to see us call, man. Hey, roll tide to my Bama fans in the chat. You know, I don't got many, but roll tide. We deserved it. We earned it, and we deserved it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Florida State about mad, though. They pissed. Florida State pissed.
Listen.
I understand. If somebody was going to be mad. Somebody was going to be mad.
But listen, they got a right to be mad, because hear me out. They won the ACC. They were undefeated. They won 2 games with backup quarterbacks. So how can you sit here and say they couldn't have won it all when we seen the Ohio State Buckeyes do it not too long ago? Cordell Jones was the 3rd string quarterback.
But them boys backups ain't looking like they backups. They backups was hard. Ohio State had some backups over there. Who that was? They had 12 games. Who else the other quarterback was? They had 2 good backups.
They had that boy Beard.
Was it Terrell Pryor supposed to have been a starter, right? I think so. Pryor supposed to have been a starter. Then he got hurt. Then they had somebody. And then 12 games the one that won.
Yeah, Cordell Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said though, but you don't. Hey, Like I said, I understand why they would be mad, but like
I
I
understand.
pointed out, like I pointed out though, because like I pointed out in their principles and their guidelines, they can consider, injuries to players, unavailability of coaches, player suspensions. They bring all that shit in. Braxton Miller, thank you. Yeah, he was there too.
Braxton Miller was the starter.
Braxton Miller was a starter, and then when he came back the next year, he moved to wide receiver. Remember?
Who got hurt? Who was the second quarterback? Cause 12 games was
JT
the third
Barrett.
one. Oh, okay,
JT Barrett.
Yeah. Them boys had some quarterbacks though. They had some quarterbacks because 12 games got in there and balled out and won it all. So hey, did he play the whole playoffs? I don't even know if he played the whole playoffs.
Cordell Jones played
us. I know he beat Bama. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, him and Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke. Shit, that's why when we drafted Zeke, everybody like, oh, you got a running back. I'm like, hey, that man ran all over our ass. I'm glad we got. I was like, hey, I wasn't hating on the running back at all. I was like, hey, that boy ran all over our ass. But let's get into this film work now, man. We got that. I'm glad the news came out early because I thought they said 12 o'clock. But I'm glad it came out early so it wouldn't have distracted us while we was in the film. Excuse me. But let's do it.
Let's get it. And also, hey, y'all remember, we are still doing raffles and different things. I forget what landlord raffling off, but I am raffling off game tickets to the Cowboys versus Lions game. If you want an opportunity to go see what is basically a playoff game and to see Jimmy Johnson get into the Ring of Honor, all you got to do, hit that Cash App. Is $ Henny the More, $5 a pop, or you can send super chats and super stickers, man.
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all support, man. You know, we trying to give y'all some of this good content, man. We appreciate everybody that's rocking. You know, you just said your Cash App. Mine is $ Landlord 723, man. So y'all make sure y'all look out for your boys, man. We trying to hold it down for y'all, and we appreciate the platforms y'all give us, man. We really do. So shout out to y'all for looking out. Shout out to y'all for
Round of
looking
applause.
out. Shout out to y'all, man. But let's get into the
Standing
fan work.
ovation.
Yeah, we appreciate our people, man. We really do. Okay. Now, we got Dak Prescott in a single back, in the shotgun, in a single back, 2x1 set. Okay, get the RPO action. And look at this ball. He's working. You know what I'm saying? He's working because he wasn't even open, honestly. You know what I'm saying? It looked like Dak put it in a spot and told CeeDee Lamb, that's just that chemistry. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was just wide open. You see how Dak kind of put it on him in the front? Right there in between three defenders. That's just chemistry, man. That's chemistry right there. How you feel about that one, Mr. H-Tim?
I mean, I like the aggressive play call because, I love it because, one, he was able to freeze they were able to freeze the pass rush slightly with the little RPO action. Two, he threw this, like you said, he threw this ball with great anticipation. I know a lot of people act like Dak Prescott doesn't see the field. He sees it before it actually even happens.
Facts. Now this is 3rd and 3 right here, and you got shotgun, single back, 2x1. Let's see what happens. Brandon Cooks in motion. Nice double leg throw. You know what I'm saying? Look how patient Dak was. Shout out to that pocket, man.
Trap.
Hey, our O-line, we was giving them we was smoking them when they needed to, but we got to give them some props when it's time, man. This is a hell of a pocket right here. No pressure at all. And this is, bro, listen, if you give Dak Prescott pockets like this throughout the playoffs, y'all, I promise you, I feel like we gonna win it all. I feel like we gonna win it all.
Trap.
If you give Dak Prescott time like this in a nice pocket like this, man, he gonna make all the throws and he gonna win you a ring, man. I just feel that way. This is the Dak Prescott we've been waiting for. And this is the offensive line he been needing, man. And he got the weapons and he got the coach. Listen, I feel like we can do it here. I really do. If you give him a pocket like this, look how long he still ain't got no pressure. And then he makes the great throw over Bobby Wagner, perfect to Brandon Cooks. Let that chemistry just build, man. Let that chemistry just build.
And I like the overall play design. Can you play that again for me so I can run through it?
Sure, I got you. Say less. Okay, let's do it. You want to run it or pause it?
You can run it because you can pause it right here after Brandon Cooks coming to motion. Because what the play design is going to be, Michael Gallup at the very top of the screen, he's going to run a vertical route. He's going to basically work as a clear out. Brandon Cooks is coming in motion in a deep over, and I like the little wrinkle right here because it's at first it looks like the tight end is going to be running just a little just a little end route. He's actually running a whip. So it's going to end up being a double layer throw because him coming back into the screen is going to hold this defender right here. So it really is going to work the same way that a smash concept would work. It's not technically a smash, but it's a 2-layer throw basically because Brandon Cook's going to end up in the area that he would normally in a regular smash concept, and then the tight end is going to end up right back in the flat. Right, so it's basically the same kind of read. You'll read this from high to low. Yeah. So you see that Brandon Cooks is going to be wide open. The guy is still running with Michael Gallup, so he's all the way out of the play. And right there, your boy Jamal Adams got way too much damn depth on that route. I know he's supposed to be playing deepest man deep, but listen, there was nobody that even came to his area. He should have tried to break on that way earlier than that. But it was a beautiful play design. Like you said, the offensive line held up. Very good. Very good rep by Terrence Steele. I know I've been giving him a very hard time.
Let's check him out.
But Terrence Steele stood that boy up.
Whooped him.
Whooped him. Watch it.
Shout out to T Steele. Shout out to T Steele, man. Shout out to T Steele. He whooped him.
Wasn't going nowhere. Wasn't going nowhere. Hands of steel for Mr. Steele.
Facts. Now you got Jake Ferguson in motion and coming back into the wide position, and you got a stack down there at the bottom. Play action. Look who came to show. Look who came to the party. That wasn't the clear situation yet, but I'm telling you, man, they recognize that CeeDee Lamb is a great runner of the football, and I heard people talking about he's the best running back on the team.
Trap.
Y'all gotta relax. Be nice. Don't be that way. What you was saying here?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to say, y'all gotta relax. Don't be that way. But that was a smooth little reverse. They gotta relax.
I don't know. Trey said that boy would be raffling off dub sacks for the 5 end to end.
Nefariousness in the chat box, I see. But listen, one of Dak's biggest attributes, even when he was a rookie, like the way he, paused, but ball handling, ball control, he was always smooth with that. You know what I'm saying? He was always elusive the way he maneuvered with the ball in the pocket. So this is, look how slick that was. Look how casual Dak is. He looked like he had a walk in the park right now.
Trap.
He look like it's a walk in the park right now. And then he just flips it off to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee doing what CeeDee does, getting the most out of the play. Great play by Mike McCarthy. And most of the time you don't like plays, reverse plays in certain situations, but I love it, man. I like the change up because especially, if you ain't getting exactly what you want out of the run game, that's when I feel like I need to implement more CeeDee Lamb into this offense as a runner. But right now, you in like an I formation. You got a 2x1 set. So let's see what Dak Prescott and his offense has to offer. No tight end in here. That's kind of strange. You got a fullback though. Hunter Lipke in the building. Appearance. Play action. And then what a ball right here, Hen. What a ball right here. Did they have them in for max protection or something? That's probably what it was. Let's see.
Yeah, running backs.
Because I know Hunter ain't did nothing. Oh, he did. He went out for a route. But that was a ball right there. That's trust. That's instincts right there. That's trust and instincts right there. Because listen here. This wasn't even open. You know what I'm saying? This was a back shoulder throw right here. This is Dak Prescott operating on another level, on another plateau. Because look, he threw this ball to a spot. Does that look like CeeDee Lamb open right here?
Nah, but I will say this though. That was the right read and the right throw. because all they did was they ran a double post, right?
Yeah.
So they motion CD Lamb, boom. The moment that this guy starts even remotely turns his hips to try and go with Kinfolk, Dak Prescott knew that he can hit the hole right behind him to CD Lamb.
Yeah.
So now listen, they got back into play quick as hell.
Yeah.
But you know, Dak Prescott trust CD Lamb. He trusts the scheme, and he made a hell of a throw.
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't really talking about the decision at this time because you know I trust Dak decision making. I'm just talking about how anticipatory this was and the ball placement because this was ridiculous. He knew that the DB's back would turn and he put it in a spot where only CD Lamb could get it. Let him adjust. These boys out of the play from the throw. That's what you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They was in the play as far as position, but the ball placement is what made them boys a non-factor in this play. That was a great play by Dak Prescott, bro.
Beautiful throw. And listen, he does not get a lot of credit for his ball placement. His ball placement has been spectacular this entire year, man.
Absolutely spectacular. Put some spec on our quarterback.
Trap.
That was a top tier level throw right there.
Without a doubt. And listen, do you know, since these first 12 weeks, Dak Prescott leads the league in completions into the red zone of 15 yards or more. He has 11 with 16 passes in total that were catchable. Nobody else is up there like that. The next highest person is at like 8.
Now I ain't gonna lie, I seen some people that do film up here talking about Dak footwork, saying that he be a little happy feet. Sir, this is a part of the progressions. Look at how he step up and just throw a dart. Listen, he's manipulating the pocket some of the best I've ever seen Dak. So I don't know what kind of schooling they be having. I just seen some haters talking about him. Man, Dak been manipulating the pocket beautifully. Since San Francisco, I've been seeing Dak work the pocket tremendously. So I don't know, man. I like the footwork. I like how he manipulating the pocket. You don't have to be a runner every time just to manipulate the pocket. You know what I'm saying? All you need to do is certain little moves. The perfect person to talk about manipulating pockets is Tom Brady. Tom always find a way to do a little shoulder dip, a little move to the left, move to the right, and buy him some extra time without being an athletic runner. And if you can do that as an athletic runner, that means you're going to end up being unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you're seeing from Dak. Little subtle movements, just move up a little bit. Look at that, just one step up, and it created him enough time to be able to make that throw. So, hey, I love the way he manipulating the pocket right now. I'm comfortable when Dak gets to improvising. Did you see how he flipped the ball off to Tony Pollard early in the game? That was ridiculous.
I seen it.
That was ridiculous. I'm comfortable when Dak go to Dak yard freestyle football. I'm comfortable in that element.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and listen, some people are sticklers. Some people are like, hey, the footwork should be this. He should have this kind of base. Well, I understand. I understand all that. But as long as it's working right now, I don't give a damn. Yeah. You can talk to me. You can talk to me about footwork after a game where he airmailed some shit. Fact. But I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing about no footwork while Dak Prescott is playing out of his mind.
Man, look at Tyron Smith on this play. Tyron blocked 2 human beings and opened up this play. Tyron is listen. Let's give up. Go ahead.
Nah, I was trying to say I feel bad for Bobby Wagner because there ain't no way in hell he was supposed to keep up with Brandon Cooks.
That's what you do. That's great scheme right there. That's Mike McCarthy putting stress on his defense. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But check out Tyron Smith blocking 2 people. He the reason this play worked. What a play, Tyron. What a play, Tyron. Hey, give Tyron his due, man. Give Tyron his due. Give Tyron Smith his due because he wouldn't have been able to get that off if it went for Tyron. Touchdown, easy peasy. Look at that. Yes, sir.
Hey, turn it back around. I want to show y'all something else. I want to show y'all something.
Let's do it.
Slow it down. All right. Go back. Go back.
Go all the way back?
Slightly. All the way back
to the R22.
All right. No, you were fine right there because I just want you to start it right before 87 takes off.
Okay.
All right. No. Start it. Now watch when he goes in motion.
Okay.
Let him go on motion. You see, stop right there. The window opened up because 54 adjusted to the motion of 87. He got wide because of the motion, and right behind his ass, that's where Brandon Cooks ran.
Mm-hmm.
He had to move to adjust to the motion because I believe they might be in zone. He's cheating over because I don't see anybody running with people.
Yeah, that was just a great play design to manipulate that defense.
Yeah, because hey, he was in no man's land. He saw the motion like shit. Well, I might try to sheet over to the side where the tight end is, and then boom, man. I don't know what he was supposed to do at that point, but thank God, it wasn't us.
Yeah, I love the fact that Tyron looking like old Tyron, man. You mean to tell me all we had to do is tell him not to practice, man?
Trap.
That what you mean to tell me?
Trap.
All we need to tell Tyron was to shoot hooky a little bit. That's what you mean, man?
Yep.
That's crazy. Now you see a balance set right here. You see that's Schoonmaker, somebody. I think that's Schoonmaker at tight end. CD Lamb just hands. Look, CD shows and displays that he can do it all. He could be a possession receiver if you want him to be. He can be a high point, big play, down the field receiver. He can stretch the defense. It's nothing that CD Lamb can't do, y'all. This dude game is pretty much flawless in my opinion.
And listen, there was very little space. Like Dak Prescott put that right in his hands.
Mm-hmm. It was no room for error on that throw. Because he was all over him at the point.
He was all over.
I'm pretty sure he was whipping, gripping, and grabbing. They don't never call that. But you could tell, look at his hands around with CD Lamb waist before the ball even get there. But CD physical enough to still make the play. That's great by him.
I love it. All right, CD Lamb going all the way out wide. Okay.
This a balance set, and you'll see. Bam, I love it. Just straight hands on that play. Just straight hands. You can't do that as a body catcher, and that's trust. You can't body catch that play right there. You know what I'm saying? That would have been an interception. And look at the acceleration. As soon as he get the ball, it's just up on this little smoke screen from CD Lamb. Let's do it. Nice ball placement by Dak. Because, look, I told them on my last film session, some people just feel like a short throw is an easy throw. Not necessarily. It could be a level of difficulty in a short throw, too. You know what I'm saying? But especially in a quick game like this, you want that ball to be perfect. You want that ball to be so easy to catch. As soon as he get it, he can just turn upfield. Instead of reaching down or reaching up, you needed to be in the numbers. And Dak put it on the money right there. That's why he was able to accelerate, get upfield, put his foot in the dirt, and go make some plays. So
got a nice gain out of it.
Yeah, a nice game. I like stuff like that on first down. You know what I'm saying? I like the little screen passes. Yeah, that's how you ignite a good drive. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to start off a drive trying to get 10 yards. How about you get a first down on the first couple of plays? You know what I'm saying? That's a real way to start a drive off. Especially, it be seeming like it be stretches in the game where it take us forever to get the ball too. And we seen that in Seattle. Dak over there just twirling the football around. When we get back on the field, we need a good time, like a good drive starter like we just mentioned. That's when we actually need it. But you'll see CD Lamb on the motion right here, and boom.
Okay.
Dak, woo, that was a good throw. Brandon Cooks looking real elusive right here.
Run that back for me again. It had it froze up a little bit.
Okay. Here we go. Brandon Cooks just on the end route. Spent off him. Looking good. One more time.
Slow it down once Brandon Cooks start coming out of his break. I'm trying to see how quick these dudes got into this play. Yeah, this shit is crazy. Second level throw. Oh yeah, that's a tight ass window.
I told you, that was a risky throw, but Dak put it on him, put it on the money. You know, the margin of error. Ooh, we gonna see it from that other angle. It's gonna be ridiculous. That margin of error is very small, and people just saying, "Hey, who he playing?" and all of this. It don't matter. Some of the stuff he doing is just is ridiculous. He playing at a top tier level right now.
Do you remember when Jalen Hurts threw 3 picks against the Jets when they didn't have Sauce Gardner and Eric and Reed?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought I was the only one.
Look at
I'm
that.
just saying, people. Yeah, but listen, it because the defender went flying by, it looked like a tighter throw than it was, but the ball was well past him by the time he did that bullshit. He just wanted to look like he did something on field.
Then look,
he already caught the ball.
Look, Dak's so nasty. Look, this what y'all need to know. Ball placement is key. Dak's so nasty with it. He threw the ball on his back shoulder because he seen the defender in the front. If he would have led him, it could have been a pick. But Dak put it on his back shoulder a little bit.
Could have been a pick or a hospital visit.
Mm-hmm.
I know they ain't trying to take people out the game no more, but shit, they still be out there hidden.
Oh yeah, he could have lit him up. But this is a mature veteran quarterback, understanding ball placement, understanding how to protect his guys. He put it on the back shoulder. That gave Brandon Cooks time to manipulate the people trying to tackle him. Whoop! Look at him. And that's great right there.
Another thing, back shoulder throw. If Brandon Cooks don't get his hand on, it's gonna hit the turf.
Mm-hmm. We in another balance set, single back. Dak out the shotgun. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Run the play so I can see it.
Okay, we finna see. I like we got CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Tolbert down here. Let's see. CeeDee on a great catch. That's not an easy catch right there. Now he pissed everybody off with that fourth down drop though. But this was gangster right here. This was not an easy catch, and these the kind of catches we need from CD in them clutch situations. Like I'm saying, spam Lamb, and you gonna have to make us look good when we do it. You know what I'm saying? So I love the fact that he went and dove and got this ball. That was not an easy catch. That ball had some steam on it, and Dak put it in a spot, and CD went and got it. So that's the mentality that you have to have as a wide receiver, man. Some people don't know, but like the quarterback is not gonna throw the ball perfect every time. You gotta go get the ball. The ball don't come to you. You know what I'm saying? You go get the ball. That's the mentality that a real true wide receiver gonna have. The longest the quarterback get it in my vicinity, he did his job. You know what I'm saying? From a wide receiver. Go get the ball.
All right, CeeDee Lamb in motion.
Brandon Cooks. But that's one thing people don't realize, though, because if you sitting up waiting on the ball, you giving the DB chances to get into the play. So you got to go be the aggressor. You got to attack the football. That's on the receiver. That's definitely on the receiver. And look at that side throw. Like, Dak just off platform with it. Now, this the play that got us mad. What we just talked about with CD, but he made up for it down the stretch. He kept that drive going in the fourth too. But you gotta give me them 88. You gotta give me them.
Hey, real quick. Pause the film for 2 seconds. Wyatt Six Funhouse had a question. Okay. He says, Cowboys Nation, are we prepared to make Dak the highest paid quarterback in the league without us making it to the NFC Championship game this year? And my answer is, we're going to make the NFC Championship game this year. First and foremost, I believe that. And two, if we don't, if Dak Prescott ends up being an All-Pro selection, an MVP, or one of those other things, then you really don't have a choice. Because if Dak Prescott is an All-Pro, there's only 2 All-Pro quarterbacks in the league any given year. That means in the year of 2023, they believe Dak Prescott was either the best or the second best quarterback at his position. Right.
So this is the thing about it.
If he makes the Pro Bowl selection, they feel like he's one of the 6 best quarterbacks in the league. Yeah. So with that being said, he's going to be a top 6, top 2. You know, they might even give him the MVP, right? If he wins these games. So it's going to be hard not to pay Dak Prescott.
Yeah. In my opinion, like I said, man, it gotta depend on the circumstances too, because if he does get to the NFC Championship, would it be Dak Prescott did it, or would it be the Cowboys did it? See, that's you see what I mean? Like, those type of questions are the logic is just a little flawed. You know what I'm saying? I understand how we go about it in the media. That's that mainstream talk, because we know that's not realistic. You're not gonna give Dak Prescott all the credit for winning those playoff games and stuff like that. You'll say he did a job, you know what I'm saying? You'll say he might have been a big deciding factor. A quarterback is not the end all be all. He can be like a big part of it, or he could be a small part of it. That's just the way it works. You know what I'm saying? You don't get all the credit or all the
I got
blame.
another question. I got another question for you. What if we lose in the divisional round, but the offense put up 37 points? We lose 40-37. You do realize your team has played 3 playoff teams, and your defense is allowing 35 points per game in those 3 games. They gave up 42 to the 49ers. They gave up 28 to Philly. They gave up 35 to the Seahawks. Those are the only 3 playoff teams you played, and your defense is averaging 35 points.
See,
so if you go out there,
matters, bro.
So if you go out there and you lose 40-37, is that Dak Prescott fault?
Context matter. Context matter. You can't just say cut and dry. No NFC Championship game. You don't want them. Context matter. What your defense did. If Dak put up 40 points, say for instance he throw 4 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? 4 touchdowns and the run game went there. And the defense laid an egg. So you still looking at Dak with the side eye? That's weird. That's weird. You just can't evaluate a quarterback off of team success. That's flawed to me. That's flawed to me.
And listen, Josh Allen went to an AFC Championship game and got blown out. He got blown. He wasn't even competitive in that motherfucker. So we give him credit for listen. Josh Allen gets credit for playing a close game against Patrick Mahomes and going to an AFC Championship game and getting blown out. Those are his 2 claim to fame, right? He got paid an absurd amount of money, right? Justin Herbert ain't even won a playoff game, and he's one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. So what are we even sitting here talking about? Justin Herbert makes over $50 million, is going to miss the playoffs this year, and 8 made one.
He's talking about something, but he got there. If that was Dak, they wouldn't give him that grace. This all I want people to do, man. Y'all, it seems like y'all so lighthearted when it comes to these other people, when it comes to these ops. But the ops don't give us that grace, bro. They don't. They're not gonna give you a attaboy for being there. But that's what y'all do. That's the behavior that y'all have. Y'all don't realize it's not the same when it comes on the Cowboys end, bro. I'm not giving them no grace for that. I'm not doing it. I don't give a damn where they went. Did he win? No. So all of that stuff they talking about, it's just flawed, bro. It really grinds my gears at times because it makes no sense. They don't give us the same amount of grace. And
hear me out. Jimmy Garoppolo went to a Super Bowl, and we all know he was not a good quarterback. What the hell does it matter? That is a team accomplishment.
Facts.
If Dak Prescott is an All-Pro or MVP or whatever, he's going to get paid that amount of money.
Wait a minute, right? Wait a minute. That's a mic drop. Say that one more time, because that right there alone lets you know that it's not about just the quarterback and team success. They got rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, and this man went to the trap. Them boys showed Jimmy Garoppolo the door here. After all that success San Francisco had, they still showed Jimmy Garoppolo the door because they knew it was a team success type of thing. They didn't value Jimmy Garoppolo like he was that dude. And look what happened in Oakland. Wherever he at. What he did over there.
I'm trying to pull up the stats for... Because remember, he won a playoff game with only like 10 passing attempts.
Then on the reverse end of that same type of analogy, right, you got Matthew Stafford. He was over there with the terrible lines his whole career. People that know football, we didn't discredit Matthew Stafford. We just said the lines are terrible, right? We knew Matthew Stafford was a good quarterback. I know I did. I was like, bro.
Wait. I found it. He actually won that game with 8 passing attempts. So hey, Jimmy Garoppolo won a playoff game with 8 passing attempts, and they still blew out the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers. They won that bitch 37-20. That man just showed that all that man did was show up
and hand the ball off. Hand the ball off. See, that's flawed right there. That's flawed. Like I just said, on the reverse end, you got a phenomenal quarterback on a bad team. Everybody know Matthew Stafford was him. He was like Pat number 4 Pat, low key. He just was on the lines. Like, bro, if Matthew Stafford would have went to a better situation, that dude probably would have been tearing the league up. What you think?
Man,
he might have been tearing the league up.
Matthew Stafford, the only thing that happened to Matthew Stafford is that he was so good he had to go to a bad team.
Yeah. So just imagine, as soon as, man, I know I gotta go pull my receipts. Cause I don't like Matthew Stafford because he beat my team, but I'm just being real. I got a tweet. Soon as I seen he went, I think it was a tweet or either a Facebook post. I can pull it up. But soon as he went to the Rams, I said, oh shit, we didn't let McVay get a quarterback. I said it.
And they won a Super Bowl.
And them boys went and won a
same
Super Bowl.
year.
They went and won a Super Bowl that very next year. I swear I said this in the offseason. I said we done messed up and let McVay get a quarterback. And them boys went and won a championship.
I'm glad that you brought up the Rams. Think about it. Jared Goff with them went to a Super Bowl. They like, nah, I'm good on you. And they got rid of his ass for Matthew Stafford. Right, a quarterback who at that time had never won a playoff game. So we got to stop acting like playoff wins and losses are dictated on one player. Because we already know that's not true. There's too many bad quarterbacks to have Super Bowl wins.
Fact.
There's too many bad quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls for that to be the truth. Think about it. What's the name of the Ravens quarterback when they won in 2000?
Kid Cowboy, are you following the discussion? Because you said it don't matter how he got it done. He just get it done. Stafford got the ring. That's what we telling you. He wasn't gonna get it in Detroit. That's what I'm telling you. It didn't matter about how good he was individually. He still needed a team. That's the whole point.
Right.
Like what are you saying?
And listen, you talk about year nine. That man went 13 years without winning a playoff game. You up here talking about year 9.
I don't think he followed the debate, so I'm finna leave him alone.
It's all good, but it would be Pacific. It would be in Pacific. Drew Brees was 2-4 in the postseason, just like Dak Prescott going into year 9. Right, Peyton Manning was 2-4 in the postseason, going to year 9, just like Dak Prescott. So what are we talking about?
I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. They only get this specific when it comes to the Cowboys stars that we have. You know, just like Dak. Now you see Shady McCoy making all these excuses for Jalen Hurts for interceptions, but last year it was cut and dry. Dak throwing interceptions, he's terrible. Where all of this grace came from now, Mr. Shady? Because he's on your squad. This is why I tell y'all, don't watch that stuff, because that's the stuff that's going to have you feeling bad about your team. They don't want to see a happy Cowboy fan, bro. They don't want to see that. And y'all buy right into this stuff.
Man, real talk. Real good talk. But anyway, man, it's a mute discussion. We already know that sorry ass quarterbacks win playoff games, and we know that there are Hall of Fame quarterbacks. There's a quarterback in the Hall of Fame that ain't even make it out of the divisional round. Right. So I need us to stop acting like good quarterbacks, are just supposed to win playoff games. Because I know for a fact that my boy, I ain't gonna even throw him. He a legend. Like, he a legend. I ain't gonna even throw him on the bus. But he retired with only 3 playoff wins. So I'm not gonna even bring my boy up.
Man, look. And then if you talking about playoff success, what about Dan Marino? Know what I'm saying? This man didn't get a ring. And he probably, if he would have got a ring, bro, he probably would have been the greatest quarterback ever. He might have been in that discussion. For real. And he's still in it.
Man, listen. When we talk about win, like people just talk about winning. Like there's plenty of good quarterbacks that didn't even go to they didn't even go. You know what I'm saying? And they're still in the Hall of Fame. So it is what it is. I ain't tripping. That's an entirely different conversation.
That's a bomb shot right there, Mr. White. Cowboys ratings. Bottom line, it equals ratings. You say the Cowboys name, and we go crazy, and we just keep paying their bills, even though they saying crazy stuff about us. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. We love this team, man. We love this team. But, we got to understand where to focus our energy at sometimes. Because they'll do us dirty and we just be entertaining it.
He said you're not going to be able to listen. It doesn't matter if I pay CD Lamb and Michael Parsons if I ain't got a damn quarterback. Like, we're not going to win a Super Bowl with Cooper Rush, my guy.
At all. Shit. You might well hang it up.
So, like, I gotta pay the most important thing, because you don't, like, listen, you don't win. You're not gonna win a Super Bowl with Cooper Rush. Probably ain't gonna win a Super Bowl with Trey Lance at this point in his development.
Wait a minute. This another prime example right here. You talking about playoff success, bro? Nick Foles had one of the hardest playoff runs we ever seen. and they sent his ass on down the road. Know what I'm saying? And he continued to be a mediocre quarterback after that. So why they didn't value that as much then, Mr. Kid? Why they didn't value that as much? If that's the case, they should have kept Nick Foles, right? Right here.
Hey, listen. Nick Foles won a Super Bowl, came back the next year when Carson Wentz got hurt, won another playoff game on the road against one of the highest seeds in the NFC. And they still sent that man.
they sent that man packing. That's what they did. So you can't tell me They just use that argument when they want to, bro. I just want us to be critical thinkers. Be a critical thinker, bro. Don't just go whatever way the wind sway you, bro. Use your brain. You know what I'm saying? Put your thinking cap on. It's deeper than what they present to you, man. It's deeper than what they present to you.
And deeper.
Yeah, it is. All that mainstream media narratives, just let it go.
Yeah, listen.
Just let it go.
They change the narrative every time it don't suit them. So what the hell we talking about?
Facts. They make
now
us.
Listen. Shady McCoy on TV talk about Dak Prescott need to throw picks and come back from it now to be considered the MVP. What the fuck are you talking about? we
entertain this stuff. That's what's crazy.
Them niggas entertaining. I know he's slow.
Hey, he's bad at his job. You was a good running back, but you're bad at commentary, bro.
Nah, he was a good regular season running back. I need you to put the context. that man ain't never have 100-yard rushing in the playoff game. He got one career rushing touchdown. Dak Prescott, who is a quarterback, has more career playoff rushing touchdowns than Shady McCoy. So I need him to pipe the fuck down when we talk about actual good players.
Hey, ain't that what Mama used to tell us, Zoo the King? I don't even know if he on my channel. I don't think I ever seen his name, but he just ate right there. Use your brain more than just a hat rack, man. You know what I'm saying? Think, bro. Think for yourself. That's one thing about landlord. I promise you. I'ma always come to my own conclusions. I'ma always think for myself. I don't care who I'm around. If my opinion is different, you gonna hear about it. That's just how I am. I'm not just gonna go your way just because we, you know what I'm saying, we cool or, you know what I'm saying? I'ma always have my own takes, bro. I'ma always have my own takes.
This is stubborn country ass niggas. Like this.
look here. They think we argue online. We have the most epic arguments on the phone. They better quit. Oh my mama. Trap. Hey, me and West Coast. Hey, we might argue for 30 minutes on the phone. That's how it go. I stand on business, man. I am who I am. You know, I'm my own man. So I don't just go with nobody else. Like, bro, I do my own thing. Like I said, I could be 100% wrong, and I stand on it. You know what I'm saying?
Landlord gonna have to see the shit not work before he say, all right, you might be.
Yeah, I mean, but look, I'm not to the point like, you know, I'm logical though. Even if I end up being wrong, I'll admit it and everything. But I'm gonna come to my own conclusion. I'm not gonna let you lead me to the cliff. I'm not gonna be able to do it. No.
Hey, I feel that though.
Yeah,
as it should be.
Facts. But man,
he said looking at the current landscape of NFL quarterbacks, Dallas has no choice but to extend Dak. He's at least a top 10 quarterback at worst. It's funny how teams like the Bears are looking to move on from Fields, right? Like, hey, listen, when you think about all these first round pick quarterbacks people are drafting, they are not panning out. They are already trying to move on from Justin Fields. Mac Jones, the first round pick, he's already on the bench.
Y'all just think it's so easy to replace your quarterback. Tell them about it.
Carson Wentz, we already know how that shit went, right? Jared Goff was on his second team. He's not a bad quarterback.
They paid Carson Wentz They paid a quarterback salary for Carson Wentz not to be on their team. Go ahead.
Man, who else are we thinking? Are we thinking about? Oh wait, Daniel Jones is a first round pick quarterback, is he not?
He is.
All right then. So the boy that just went to the Colts got hurt same year, right? He got picked in the first round. Your boy Bryce Young, I know he's still young. There's still time for him, but he is not playing good. Like, listen, I know there's other factors, but he is not playing good football right now, man. Yeah. He looks horrible.
He didn't start out like Dak Prescott. He didn't do that, so we can say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
shout out to Zuda King with the $2 super, man. He says, love the show, gang. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Maybe you was
Appreciate the love,
maybe you
Zeus.
one of them the people that don't catch me live that often. Cause I don't think I recall your name, man. But you know, if you new, welcome to the trap. Or I appreciate your support. I don't know which way to go. Let me know. But let's see. Trey says rumor has it Stutter McCoy well Cowboys onesies to bed. I believe that.
Oh, thank you, Steve Fly.
I believe that.
Hey, Steve hit me with another one. Zach Wilson was a first round pick.
That's crazy.
Zach.
But y'all ready to get rid of y'all quarterback, and he ain't did nothing but never had a losing season as a Cowboy. You know, going to the playoff 3 consecutive times in a row, 12-5 2 times in a row. You know, won a road playoff game against Russell Wilson, right? That was on the road, right? Yeah. Went toe to toe. That was at home.
It was in Dallas.
Okay. But hey, won against Russell Wilson. You know, toe to toe with Aaron Rodgers a couple of times.
Beat Tom Brady.
You know, beat the crap out of Tom Brady, but you know, it's all on Dak. That's all I'm saying, man. It's crazy talk.
Yeah, it's sad, bro. They ain't gotta do the game the way they do the game. Cause listen, your quarterback is in the middle of an MVP caliber season, and people are sitting here. Should we pay? No, yes, you should.
You should have been paid him. You should have been paid.
Hey, matter of fact, hey, that's even a better one, T-Roy. Your third string quarterback was a number one pick. Was number one pick. First round pick quarterback.
That sting a little bit, don't it?
They traded their entire livelihood for the chance to draft this man, and he is the third string quarterback on somebody else's team.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Look at Washington. They let what's his name? Kirk Cousins go, and now they ain't had a quarterback since. And Kurt ain't even that bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kurt good enough. Washington would have been way better than they is now if they would have kept Kirk Cousins. They've been searching for a decent quarterback ever since then. They ain't even had a decent one. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even had a decent quarterback.
It's sad, man. When you think about, there are more quarterbacks that come in and don't be anything. Think about it. Think about the Dallas Cowboys trying to trade up and get Paxton Lynch. Paxton Lynch never made it in the NFL. Right? Thank God we got outbidded. Couldn't go get him. Cause listen, the Dallas Cowboys tried to get Paxton Lynch and James Conner over Dak Prescott.
And Johnny Football would have been our quarterback.
Yeah, they tried to pick Johnny Manziel over getting Zach Martin. Do you understand how fucked up our lives would be if we didn't have Zach Martin for all these years?
And we had Johnny Football for about 2 seasons, and he would have flamed out the league.
Man, he would have been in Dallas drunk as hell.
In Dallas, he would have been way wilder than he was.
Man, he would have been a deep Elam wilding, boy.
But this one thing I do want to say before we wrap the show up.
Talk to me.
Quarterbacks and they situations make a big difference in their careers, y'all. It really do. Like if you never been from the perspective of a player, you might not understand that. But think about if your son went to a bad organization and now you see like, dang, they ain't using him right at all. Or they won't even play him and he clearly better than the other people. Like your situation that you are in as a player, it drastically impacts and determines your success. It does. So it's never just cut and dry that you can say this guy's bad or this guy's bad. You don't know what he would have did in another position or another team or another scheme. You don't know. So that's all I want to say. I think that's something that get overlooked. We just look at these players and just be like, oh, they terrible. Or he terrible. He terrible. Like, you don't know. He might have went to a terrible situation. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, bro. Yeah,
they said Paxton Lynch got benched in the USFL. Good grief.
He did.
Mr. King, that is horrible, man. That is horrible. And do y'all trust the Cowboys quarterback evaluation? Because I don't.
No.
I don't. I really don't. Dak fell. He was a blessing from heaven. Like Dak was a blessing from heaven. They had Dak as like the third or fourth quarterback. Well, they had him as the fourth quarterback.
Thank God for Jason Garrett, right?
Thank God for Jason Garrett. Now that's one thing he did good for us. And then look, our last 2 good quarterbacks, they ain't even come from nobody in the organization like that.
Nope. Listen.
Bill gave us Romo.
Nah, Sean Payton.
Well, yeah, Sean Payton gave us Romo. And then now you got Jason Garrett gave us Dak. That's crazy. Look,
listen,
JV, I don't know if you should trust Will with quarterback evaluation, though. Hey, I love Will McClay, but I don't know about picking no quarterbacks.
I be feeling like Jerry Jones and then really be interfering with the quarterback talk. Because that's the face of the franchise and shit. Like they be way too involved. They should leave. I think Will McClay alone will probably find us a good quarterback. Yeah. But hey, let me take this call real quick, man.
We're finna get ready to wrap it up, man. But I give you a little time to breathe, though. But yeah, man. It's not always what it seems, man, when you look at these teams and these quarterbacks. Be appreciative for your quarterback, man. Be appreciative to your quarterback, man. It's not as easy to acquire a quarterback as they make it out to be. Dak is very underrated, y'all. To me, Dak is, I won't say he's underrated. I'll say amongst Cowboy Nation, Dak is undervalued. Like, I think some of us kind of numb to good quarterback play. The Cowboys spoiled, bro. We ain't had bad quarterback play in a long, long time. Do we have to turn into Washington to be able to actually appreciate our quarterback? Do we have to turn into Cleveland to actually appreciate our quarterback? I don't want to see those days. I'm good. So y'all might need to understand how important, how impactful your quarterback is. Appreciate your quarterback, man. Because there's other teams over here looking over our shoulders like, man, I wish I could have a Dak Prescott on my team. Because look, whether you win it all or not, tell me with Dak as your quarterback, you don't feel like you got a shot. Let me know that, because that's all a quarterback's supposed to do. It ain't like they can win it all by themselves, but your quarterback supposed to give you a shot. Let me know that. With Dak on your team, even the people that's under that don't like Dak, do you not feel like you got a shot with your quarterback? That's all I ask.
Man, hear me out, because I felt like we were going to win that game last week. The entirety of the time. The moment I seen Dak Prescott was on, like, oh shit, we got this.
Yeah.
Like I was mad at the defense, but I knew my offense would put up points because they just walk down the field every time.
I felt like we was finna win the whole game. The defense was just pissing me off. Like, you know what I'm saying? The defense was just pissing me off. And then when I seen the defense start making stops at the fourth quarter, I'm like, oh, we got this. We finna win. It was never a doubt in my mind that we was gonna win. Now, truly, against the Eagles, I felt the same way. But, like, you're not going to get them all, bro. You're not going to get them all.
Well, we had confidence because the way the Dak was playing.
Because we know we trust our quarterback. And that's all you can ask. But, man.
Trey said Study McCoy sniff glue before the show starts. That's the only way that he can get away with saying shit like that.
Let me tell you the reason. Let me tell you where Shady McCoy comes. That's where we get Mr. Shady McCoy from. That's where he at. Shady, I think his assigned seat is over there behind, in front of OJ the Juice Man. Maybe, he's in front of OJ the Juice Man.
I think he's right behind Gucci. Gucci out there bitch drooling, and hey, Gucci out there bitch drooling, and Shady out there trying to drink the shit.
Shady up under the bus trying to drink the drool.
He trying to lap it
up. Hey, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. I know y'all can see, man, we actually be having fun up here, man. Hen is somebody that's really my partner now, man. And we just enjoy this. We just try to do this for y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. We be up here just rocking, talking crap. But, you can clearly see we love this team, man. And we love y'all for y'all support and stuff that y'all do for us, man. But we finna get ready to wrap this up. Let us watch a little of this football, and we appreciate y'all, man. So, let the people know where to find you when you'll go live again, Mr. HTM.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Henny Damore reporting live from the liquor store. I'll be live again, probably about 6:30 Monday night. So y'all tap in. We're gonna open the doors of the liquor store. We gonna get drunk on the Dallas Cowboys content, man. Because after tonight, man, it's Eagles week, so we gonna be preparing, gonna be getting some shit together, so we can figure out a way to move to 10-3 on the season, man.
We putting in that work, And y'all know I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. I appreciate everybody for all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And if you're a real G, a real MVP, go over there to HTM Sports and hit the like button too, man. We need all the support we can get to try to beat up this algorithm, man. It's knocking us off our rhythm, so we trying to do it big and get this stuff out to the masses, man. But we appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And, let's go. Hold on. Let's go. I messed up. My bad. My button didn't work. So let's go. Y'all know why they hate on us, because we the greatest. That's why. Appreciate you stopping through, Mr. ACM.
Anytime, brother. Always.
Let's go.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear it just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in the shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unemployed like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these I'm great and I know these haters can't stand me. But take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah. I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Let doubters see you make it. Show them all you the greatest, I'm the greatest.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.